during tonight's racing. The pole sitter, car number 12, Tony Michelle. 44 out of 2, Dan Murray. 14, Mark Foley out of position 3. Out of position 4, car number 71, Matthew Butler. Racing out of 5. Mick Turner out of New South Wales. In position 6, Tim Garrett, car number 31. New South Wales 49, Gary Han from position 7. From position 8, Brad Hilda, car number 27. 77 out of position 9, Brett Kratzman. Out of 10, New South Wales 93, Dick Thompson. 66, Darryl Beattie out of 11. Racing from position 12. Looks like a late scratching. Darryl Beattie, obviously a lot of damage that race car when it rolled on the back straight earlier on during one of the qualifiers. Scott Bacon would now race from 11. And the last start of the New South Wales 68 of Stephen Wright. Like Dan Murray, car number 44 in front, unless Mark Foley, no. Tony Michelle moving up down there on the bottom turns, which the front row will read. Tony Michelle in 12. Dan Murray, car number 44. Mark Foley in 14. Matthew Butler, 71. Tim Garrett, 31. Mick Turner out of New South Wales, 41. Brad Hilda, 27. A start moments away. Speedway fans, hopefully no hiccups. 12 laps of Thriller Minute Sprint Car racing. Tony Michelle losing 1 or 2 places as soon as the green flag was dropped going across the start-finish line. The good news is the entire field roaring out of the 1-2 turns. Dan Murray setting the pace, setting the tempo up there on the 3-4 turns. A touch between the second place, Mark Foley, car number 14, and Matthew Butler, 71. That track looking $1 million. Top marks to our track curator out here at BIS, John Kelly. He certainly put in an absolute blinder after a lot of hard work during tonight's interval break. It's certainly paying off. Have a look at the Woodstock Bourbon car of Brad Hilda, desperate to make the B main. The same words could be said for our tearaway race leader in car number 44. That is the Dan Murray car working the back straight away. Dan driving away from the second placed. Mark Foley going across the strike. Matthew Butler in third. Tony Michelle ahead of the 41 car out of New South Wales of Mick Turner. Yellow lights being turned on trackside. Hopefully just a brief shower, we have been told by the Brisbane Weather Bureau, so just hope those guys have got it right. Dan Murray, Mark Foley, the 14 car, Matthew Butler sitting in third. This could quite easily be a nose-to-tail drive. The checkered flag, the New South Wales racer. That looks like the Dick Thompson car down there on the 1-2 turns, quite a fair way out of contention. Unfortunately, our New South Wales driver's not having a great deal of joy during tonight's feature race. The Van Man car and Mick Turner going across the start-finish line. The 49 racer of Gary Han down there on the bottom turns. Is that Tony Michelle? I tell you what, I do feel sorry for Tony Michelle, certainly having no joy whatsoever during tonight's main. But Dan Murray, he starts to pull away from the second place. Mark Foley coming out of the bottom turns. And Matthew Butler doing a brilliant job. Tim Garrett running high down there on the bottom turns. The Dick Thompson car from New South Wales. They bring up rear appeal going up the back straight away. You could almost say to yourself, wherever you look out there on the raceway, there's sure to be a sprint car. That track drying out considerably. Brad Hilda going for a big outside passing move as he comes down to the 1-2 turns, but getting back to the pointy end with 5 to race on the Extra Metal Recyclers timer. It's all the number 44 car of Dan Murray going up the back straight. Mark Foley sitting in a handy second place. At least Mark can say to himself, I'm going to make the B main in the 14 racer. I'm just wondering what the scenario could be with those 2 lead cars. Will they go around the outside or the inside of the number 12 car of Tony Michelle? Wow, that was a hard hit on the concrete wall up there on turn number 4. Looks like the right-hand side of the Tony Michelle car almost demolished at this point in time. Tony Michelle has certainly had a wretched 2-3 Saturday nights out here at BIS. Number 12 car of Tony Michelle.
For Wayne to continue on tomorrow night, so there's a couple of cars out.
Okay, thanks indeed, Trev. Yes, the mic playing up here at the moment as well. Dan Murray, car number 44. Matthew Butler, car number 71. That's the field. Coming out of the 1-2 turns for the first time as Dan Murray drives away into the distance, going up the back straight away. No change for Dan Murray coming out of the 3-4 turn, still second place. Mark Foley, car number 14 of the Matthew Butler. 71 ahead of the 41 car on the right-hand side of the start-finish line. Mick Turner out of New South Wales. The way we're seeing our C-Main cars going up the back straight away. Certainly the best credentialed New South Wales racer will be Mick Turner, car number 41, sitting in fourth. Ahead of Tim Garrett in 31, the New South Wales 49. And Gary Hand down there on the bottom turns. I tell you what, you can just look and say to yourself, well, look, these New South Wales guys, they have dialed in perfectly to our Saturday night speed bowl, another night or another couple of nights. And I do feel they'll be up there with our leading lights. The winner, the C-Main over 12 laps, car number 44. Dan Murray first, second placing in 14, Mark Foley. And rounding out the top three, the 71 out of the Darling Downs of Matthew Butler, the winning time. 4 laps on the Action Metal Recyclers time. We're at 1:01.52, the Action Metal Recyclers time.
Yeah, thanks, Kev. Getting a bit